Hello there, Shoko. Right. Um, your ideas are good. Um, this one, opinion saying that it should be equality should be guaranteed is perhaps what the he was trying to say there. So let's go. The impact of modifications. I'd have said changes. Modifications is maybe for machinery or hardware, things like that. So I'd have said changes. The impact of changes on women's role in society has been hotly debated in recent times. Some people think that women are better at domestic chores, not choirs. Choirs are the church singers, the groups of people who sing it in church choirs. I'm talking about chores. Some people think that women are better at domestic chores than being involved in social matters. Yet I firmly believe that gender equality benefits society in many ways. Okay, not bad. All right. Here I would have been a little bit more clearer. Yeah? You said some people think that women are better at domestic chores. And then later you say, yet I firmly believe that gender equality benefits society in many ways. It's not 100% clear that this sentence before the yet is talking about gender inequality, because it really should speak about gender inequality if you're going to say, yet I firmly believe that gender equality benefits society in many ways. So if you're using the yet there, try to make it a little bit clear that it's the direct contrast, or it's the opposite of your next part. Okay, so the first paragraph, let's have a look. Here I would have said, firstly, it is well known. It is well known. Yeah, it's a better way to say it. And workplaces, you could say to put together, so it's one word. Workplaces are dominated by males. Or even better, it is largely considered. Yeah, it's largely considered, or it's very well known. Just a little bit of a hedge there, just to make sure it's not a complete assumption. Be careful. I wouldn't have said are recent. I'd have just said, for example, recent IMF data shows that the numbers of female CEOs in advanced nations are only 3% of the workplace compared to those of males, which are 20%. Be careful. I find that difficult to believe, because that would mean there'd be hardly any women in the workplace. And I mean, it depends which country we're talking about, but here in Europe, maybe it's 30%. Yeah, I don't know how it is, but so be careful. I would have put the country. Maybe in some countries that's likely, maybe Saudi Arabia, for example. I don't know, but be careful. Put the country if you're going to put such a strong statistic like that compared to those of males. Okay. Furthermore, the percentage of women involved in leading levels of posts in developing countries are merely seen. Okay, now it's a little bit clearer, but I would have said here developed countries and then later talk about the developing. Okay, furthermore, the percentage, okay, are merely seen, are much lower. I would have just said much lower. This has been affected, or this is due to different factors, and this isn't very clear. I think it would have been better if you'd have just said this is due to various factors, such as religious and cultural issues, ultimately providing less opportunities for women who wish to work in more social areas rather than staying at home, or who this means social areas as in not societies, in social as in somebody who talks a lot, who goes out a lot, who likes to be very social. I don't know if that was what you was trying to say. So less opportunities for women who wish to work in society in areas of society or in society rather than staying at home. So be careful there. However, there are some advantages which could be brought up in favour of women's participation at the workplaces, or at workplaces, but together. Okay, take for example some private companies which are now encouraging paternity leave as well as maternity leave. This enables male workers to spend more time with their children if their partners were to agree to look after living expenses. Okay, this is systems that are proposed recently at workplaces together. Also, find a different word because we've used it 3 times now. Using systems that are proposed recently says are encouraged. Lifestyles cannot be encouraged. Couples, parents, adults are encouraged to be varied, hence more security and flexibility. Overall, it is true that males and females have different preferences in terms of physical and mental attitudes, but I think that equal opportunities are imperative and bring advantages significantly to us. Wow, very, very good conclusion there. Excellent. Be careful with these. I've seen better essays from you, Shoko. Really, you need to get into the habit of reading through the essay, checking it, that it all makes sense, and check it for the small errors, because I think most of those errors you'd have been able to spot, I hope, and correct them as well. Alright, good work. And 259 there, very good.